Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kuka Foss, and if today's your first time, you are welcome. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Once again, you are welcome back. It is that season again. Which season, you might ask? Protective style season. Appointments have been booked, edges have been gelled, and today I'll be sharing some tips that would help you to continue to take care of your hair whilst it's in protective styles and to ensure that your hair continues to flourish and grow once you take them out. Let's get into it. Tip number one, refresh your braid with mousse. Mousse is your best friend. Not only does it tame the frizz or the growth that usually comes up as your hair is growing out, but it also helps to keep your braids revived and looking fresh, especially after a week or two or the weeks that you're going to have a protective styling. So don't be afraid, use a generous amount and just keep rubbing it through the hair, and it will help the hair look as clean and as refreshed as you continue to wear them out. Tip number two, keep your braids smelling nice and fresh with some hairspray. Good old hairspray or a braid spray will continue to help your hair to smell really good throughout the entire period that you have them in. Go light on them or go heavy depending on your preference. So a little bit goes a long way. Tip number three, do a hot water reset. If your braids start to look a little stale or a little stiff at the ends, you can always re-braid it and well some hot water and then reset them like they did in the salon. Here I got these box braids with some human hair extensions in there. So I've only had them for 2 weeks and I don't need to get them refreshed, but next 2 weeks, I'm planning, God willing, to just braid them up once again and then dip them in some hot water. And that's a good way to continue to keep your braids looking clean and fresh. And then the last tip is wash your braids if you can, especially if you used human hair completely. I didn't. The box braids that I did, I used synthetic hair, so I cannot really wash them since it will get all matted. However, to maintain a clean look, I will use an ACV rinse for my scalp, and I will show someone here how you do that. I mix about a half bottle of water with about a quarter cup of ACV. And this, I will just shake it really well to make sure that it's mixed evenly. And I will just go in with some cotton pads and just clean my scalp. This is an alternative that I do in place of washing the braids. But if you're comfortable with the matted hair and you can go back and sort of do a whole refresh by washing the entire braids, waiting for it to dry, maybe doing a hot water reset, you can actually wash your braids. There's absolutely no reason why that would not be possible. The only thing is just watch out for the length of time it might take to dry out that volume of hair. Next, we're going to talk about scalp care. Scalp feeling itchy, it might be a cue for you to moisturize. Here are two products that you will find helpful to solve this particular problem. A strengthening oil of some sort. Here I have the African Pride Feel It formula, and this you would just have to go in and just pretty much oil your scalp. Or alternatively, you can use a hair scalp serum. This one is a new product that I recently started using, and it's from the brand Way. I think that's how it's pronounced. And it's really pretty simple. You just pretty much take a generous amount and just go into the scalp like so. And the next thing you can do after applying these types of products is to give your massage or to give your scalp a massage. And just a good hand massage will do. If you have a scalp massager, it's probably also the perfect time to do this. This particular scalp care tip is something that I will continue to do on my natural hair, but it definitely still applies once you're in protective style. The goal is to continue to give your hair a good sense of blood flow with scalp massages, even when your hair is in protective styles. Finally, some general protective hairstyle tips. Sleep pretty, but sleep protected. Continue to wear your silk lined bonnet when you're sleeping, even when your hair is in braids. Alternatively, you can also add in a silk pillowcase. Not alternatively, but in addition, you can continue to use, or you should continue to use, your silk lined pillowcase. Finally, go easy on the hair gels. I love gels and I love the way it helps to keep the braids clean. However, I've learned that overusing them can start to weaken your hairline. How? Once you start using too much of it, it starts to build up in your hairline. And generally, as you continue to pull them together, wearing the hair, it starts to losing the braids, and if you're not careful, it might start to pull them out, especially those tiny sections that they take in the front. So if possible, avoid using too much gel when you have your hair in braids. I hope these tips were helpful, and if you're going to use them, let me know down below how you're going to take care of your hair as they're in protective styles. Thank you so much for watching today. I will see you on my next video, and here is going to be a recommended video either on fashion or music. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next one. I love you. Jesus loves you more. Have a good week. Bye.